Hey Capricorn, how's it going? Welcome to your September reading. I hope you all have been doing well. I will be clarifying the cards and pulling two intuitive oracle cards for you towards the end of the reading. Also, don't forget I do shorts every day for each zodiac sign, so check those out. And don't forget, sometimes your moon or your rising sign will resonate more with you, or you just watch them to get full messages, right? All right, Spirit, give me guidance for Capricorn for the month of September. What is it that they need to know for their highest good, please? And thank you. All right, let's see what we got for you, Capricorn. All right, so your first card is Judgment, Page of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Strength card, Seven of Swords, Three of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, and the overall energy of the reading is the moon. All right. So, with the Judgment card and the Page of Pentacles, Capricorn, there's no doubt there's some type of decision that you're going to need to make for the month of September. Okay. I do feel like this is something that's lingered for quite some time for some of you, but it's like, okay, are you ready to start this new venture with the Page of Pentacles, right? Because you've planted seeds for something, but I'm getting a sense that there's something that may be holding you back, or I hate to use the word block, but that's kind of what I'm feeling right now is that there's like one thing left to get rid of to propel you forward, okay? With the Three of Pentacles here and the Strength card, I am getting the sense that working with other people, speaking to other people is actually going to help you. Or you asking for help from others is going to help you. And you may seek that as a weakness, but I'm feeling like it takes more strength to ask for help than not. And I am getting the sense that you're needing to find that inner strength and resilience in doing so, and that's okay. With the Seven of Swords and the Three of Swords, that is energy of the pain, hurt is what I'm getting. I don't always look at the Seven of Swords as a bad card. But I feel like, for some of you, maybe you've tiptoed around the fact of the pain that you're dealing with, or, hiding it from other people to not show how you truly feel. And that's something I do feel like you need to work on, because you need to be able to express yourself and verbalize yourself here as well. With the Seven of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups, I do feel that you're going to be assessing towards the end of the month, what's working, what's not. It's like a process. That's what I feel like September is for you. It's going through the process. And with the Knight of Cups, that could be an invitation, a message, an offer. It could mean multiple things. And we're going to get into this by clarifying, but I do feel like you're going to be assessing things. And again, looking at what's working, what's not, it's like kind of assessing the pros and cons of the things that you've started here planting and watching things grow. And is this working? Is this not working? And going through the process of eliminating things, doing things maybe a little bit differently, and of making adjustments. Okay. With the moon card, and the overall energy of the reading, I feel like, September is just a month of the unknown. There's a lot of things going on, a lot of moving parts, and it's okay not to always know the direction we're going in, right? Because that is really what life's about. It's kind of just taking the day by day, doing the best we can to move forward, okay? So let's go ahead and start clarifying so I can get a better idea of where we're headed with this. Spirit, give me guidance. Why is the Judgment card and the Page of Pentacles here for Capricorn? Why is the Page of Pentacles here for Capricorn, please? And thank you. Why is the Judgment and Page of Pentacles? Okay, we have the Four of Cups. And again, the Three of Swords. Yeah, I feel like there's been a lot of contemplation, dissatisfaction, disappointment here. Okay. And again, there's some kind of call you're being asked to look at, and you're really needing to make a decision, okay, instead of staying in this, I feel like, stale energy. It's time to plant something new. It's time to move forward. But this energy, I'm not gonna lie, is heavy with the Four of Cups and the Three of Swords. I feel like you've been let down, disappointed, but I feel like now's the time for you to put your energy towards yourself and make yourself happy. And I feel sometimes we look towards other people or other things to make us happy, when really the truth of the matter is that really we have to learn to provide that for ourselves. I feel like that's where we lose sight of true happiness. It comes from within, not having a person, or not that that doesn't make you happy and make you feel good, right? But at the same time, you have to learn to have that happiness within and make yourself happy, or it's going to be really difficult to get that from outside to make yourself happy. um because you have to be okay with yourself. Why is the Three of Pentacles here and the Strength card here? You have the Page of Swords and the Queen of Swords. There's a lot of air energy here. So there could be something surrounding that, which is a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You could have that in your chart, or, there's something with that. It could be indicative of the season. We're in Virgo season now. We're going into Libra season next. But there's something here that speaks of that. So I don't know. It could be different for all of you, but I feel like, which is air energy, the air element, which speaks of communication, clarity, cutting through things, right, that no longer serve us too. With the Page of Swords, that speaks of gathering more information, sometimes taking a step back and analyzing things and looking at things from, a different perspective is what I'm getting. With the Queen of Swords, it's like you're going to start seeing things clearly. I feel like things have been really muddled for you, is the energy I'm getting. Things are going to start clearing out because you're going to start cutting through shit. Things that aren't working, things that don't serve you anymore. And the more you start cutting these things out, you're clearing your energy for more and better things to come in, because I feel like things are muddled right now. It is the best, it's like things aren't clear. It's like muddy water, right? You can't see through muddy water. And things are going to start clearing out in the month of September for you. It's going to require inner strength, resilience, working with other people, even perhaps, some of you may be going through some type of counseling or some type of, church counseling or therapy or whatever, or even just speaking to family and friends about things. And perhaps they will provide you some insight that may help you. Okay. Not being judgmental. That I don't mean that. I mean, and able to help you with things that maybe you feel like you need to do by yourself, but you don't have to. Like I had said earlier, I do feel that, strength is really about you asking for help when you need it, not asking for it, right? When you don't ask for it, it's that's not helping you, right? We all need help at some point in time in our life. So let's see why we have, it's a lot. Why do we have the Seven of Swords and the Three of Swords here for Capricorn? Why do we have, I feel like this month's going to need, is about you getting grounded and clear as to what it is that you want as well. Making a decision, moving forward, taking action, okay? Why is the Three of Swords here and the Seven of Swords, please? And thank you. We have the Ace of Wands. Yeah, out with the old, in with the new, and the Eight of Cups. Walking away. All right. The traditional Eight of Cups card has an eclipse in it. All right. It's the only card in the deck that has a symbolic meaning with the eclipse. And I am feeling we do have two eclipses going on in September. One, I believe, is September 7th. The other one, I think, is around the 21st. And it could be like a partial eclipse. But eclipses speak of cutting things out. And I feel like this is very symbolic for you. Another sign had this too. It might have been a water sign. But I am getting the feeling like it's time to out with the old, in with the new. And that's not just people, places, or things. It's emotions, right? It's behaviors, it's patterns, cutting out all the things that don't serve you. And, that's what I mean when I say that, cutting out the negative emotion, the negative self-talk. I'm not good enough. I don't, I'm overweight. I'm not successful enough. Like those are the things that you need to remove out of your energy, because the more negative energy we hold on to, the more we tend to attract that to us. Whether you want to believe that or not, it is a true fact. I've been there, done that. I've experienced it. And it's just the process of life, right? We have to go through life to learn our lessons and do certain things. And sometimes things are way more painful than we want to experience. But I am getting that you are transitioning through this month, through the month of September. And I really feel like towards the end of the month, you're going to start seeing things clearly and making those more definitive decisions here. So let's see with what we have with the Seven of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. Why are the Knight of Cups and Seven of Pentacles here for Capricorn? Please and thank you. We have the Ten of Wands, yeah, and the Queen of Pentacles, yes. I feel like the Ten of Wands speaks of putting those burdens down, moving forward. You see, she's now moving away, putting the burdens down, no longer taking on responsibilities that are no longer hers, whether you're a male or female, it doesn't matter. Putting those down. And it's time for you to seek a harvest here. Okay. Um, and putting an end to things that again don't serve you, aren't for your highest good. With the Queen of Pentacles, it's like, I do feel like there's some nervous energy. I'm not gonna lie, I read intuitively, and it's like it's just you have to be patient. Okay. And that's really hard. That is not an easy task, right? So I don't take that lightly. And it's about nurturing yourself, grounding yourself here, okay? And being realistic with yourself as to what it is that you want, because I do feel that things are going to start flowing to you easier once you start cutting these things out, because you're clearing your energy out. Okay? You're clearing energy to bring more things to you. And I really love that energy for you, Capricorn. So let's see what we have with the moon. Spirit, give me guidance. Why is the moon here? Why is the moon here for Capricorn? Why is the moon here for Capricorn? Why is the moon here for Capricorn? Ace of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. So a lot of Pentacles energy here. And I know you are um an earth sign. So I feel like it's really important for you to get grounded, and you're going to start seeing things grow and come to fruition. You know, aces are about new beginnings. You have two aces here, the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. We spoke of the Ace of Wands talking about clearing, out with the old, in with the new, but it's also very symbolic of new beginnings, and it's time for you to get fired up and excited again. And with the Ace of Pentacles, I do feel like there's a big opportunity here coming your way, and you're not going to see that. Okay. But it's like behind the scenes in process. And it's like everything's in a process at the moment. Um, and it's just going to take time, right? Within divine timing. And I know people, it irritates people sometimes when I say that, but it's really the truth, because if you think about it, it's not when we want it, it's when it's supposed to, excuse me, it's supposed to happen. So I do feel like you're headed on a new path, okay, that could be very uncomfortable for you, because Lobsters are bottom feeders. You never see a lobster walking on land. So I feel like you are stepping out of your comfort zone into a new path here that's going to lead to a lot of success and even financial stability, abundance. And a lot of people look at abundance as just money, but it's not. It's time, it's energy, it's happiness. It's all the things that we strive for in life as humans, right? And I just feel really good with this energy of the stability and groundedness that's coming in towards the end of September. And I really feel it's going to be more towards the end that you're going to start feeling differently and seeing things differently. I do feel like you need to stay dedicated and committed, okay? No matter how hard it gets, no matter how discouraged you are, it's like this is the test that you're going through. Like, keep going, don't stop. Okay? That is truly, and it's going to be a great outcome. All right? So let's go ahead and pull some intuitive oracle cards for you. Let's see. Spirit, give me guidance for Capricorn. What is it that they need to know? For their highest good, please and thank you. So your first card is breakthrough insight. Intuition brings breakthrough insights. Act on them. And we have balance and harmony. Inner balance amplifies intuition. Stay in harmony with yourself. All right, Capricorn, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please consider liking, subscribing, commenting, and sharing. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Keep standing in your power, and I'll see you soon. Bye.